What's up, everyone? This is Rayuka, and today I'm going to be talking about Dead or Alive yet again. But this is going to be, in my opinion, a much more interesting video because of what has transpired in the past 24 hours. So, where do I begin? I have no idea how I am going to title this video, but anyways, moving on. So I was on the Twitters, and of course, every now and then Twitter will suggest a tweet or whatever. Their algorithm is it's just a damn mess at this point. It's just stuff is flying all over the place for what I can tell. But anyways, there was this tweet I saw, and it caught my attention because what was written on the tweet. So the tweet was done by, by someone with the handle of Hiroki Morita 2. Going forward, I'm just going to pronounce this. I'm just going to call this individual Hero or Mr. Hero, one of the two, but the Hero. But anyways, Hero wrote this little piece about Dead or Alive 6 and then 7 and whatnot. And at first I thought it was just BS because it's Twitter. And it's very possible, before going any further, that all of this can be complete BS. All right, just other nonsense, probably all fake, right? Don't know, because I don't know if any of this is legit. But as I was diving deeper into this rabbit hole, it got more interesting and it made me think, is it? But anyways, I'm going to simplify this tweet, simplify what this individual wrote, what Hero wrote, just me simplifying it my way. So I respond with, well, that's what happens when you milk a series with mindless DLC. So to simplify what Mr. Hero wrote here, basically talks about how during the development of DOA 6, while they were wrapping up, they're transitioning into making DOA 7, but during this, Shimbori just basically departed and things just went downhill from there. Now that's me simplifying it, okay? And this is when the tweet was public, because Mr. Hero had all kinds of tweets public. So I got curious. I'm like, who is this person talking about the development of Dead or Alive? And does this person work at Tecmo, Chloe? Like, what's the story? So, of course, I clicked on the profile because I was like, what's with this person? And at the time when his profile was public, anyways, there was like a whole list of tweets. So the tweet that you're seeing right now on the screen still, which is most likely the whole thing where I'm quoting, well, me retweeting the quote, whatever, to respond to it. There was actually more tweets to go with that tweet to better elaborate on that statement. And I did read those tweets, but at the time, I didn't take screenshots of the rest of them because I wasn't sure if any of this was legit. So, this Mr. Hero claims to be a programmer belonging to Chloe Tecmo, and is currently developing an open world action game at Team Ninja, and also claims to be previously worked with another development group called R-Force. And these are the claims. This is what Mr. Hero's claiming that he was a part of, or what he's doing currently and whatnot. Now, I have no way to confirm that any of this is legitimate. That's number one. For all I know, all of this could be one big troll account. This could all be a bunch of BS. So everything that I've seen and read, I find it hard to believe to some extent. But then there's some things in there that I'm like, maybe it's true. So unfortunately, before this person protected their tweets. Within the 24 hours, they protected all their tweets, and then now nothing can be read. But before that happened, I did read at least a lot of the tweets that were there publicly. There was a lot of stuff Mr. Hero was talking about. Mr. Hero mentions that apparently Shibori was feuding with Chloe Tecmo. There was differences apparently between Chloe Tecmo and Shibori, and Shibori wasn't pleased. So, like, Chloe Tecmo wasn't in line with Shibori's view of things. Shibori was, for what's alleged, seems like Shibori just bounced. He was just like, okay, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna walk away. Now, I don't know how true that is, even though Mr. Hero in the line of tweets that followed this one, which unfortunately I do not have because, Mr. Hero protected his tweets, and for all I know by now, he probably scrubbed his account because, there's a lot more that I read. But it's interesting if that's the case, because, for me anyways, I thought Shibori wasn't doing anything. I thought he wasn't even fighting, but apparently he wasn't in. It seems like he really didn't like what was going on with Dead or Alive. So the back and forth between him and Chloe Tecmo, ultimately Chloe Tecmo, or Tecmo Chloe, got their way. And Shibori just basically bailed, which, for what it seems like, probably sealed the fate of Dead or Alive 7. It's probably dead. Who knows? But outside of that was the other bits that Mr. Hero talked about during his whole thing with him just tweeting off into the ether. So there was about a few tweets, I'd say about 3, at least that caught my attention, because they said the word Ninja Gaiden, right? So as I'm reading, I was like, it was vague. It wasn't specific to whether it was a Ninja Gaiden sequel, a Ninja Gaiden remake, or anything. It just said Ninja Gaiden. Apparently, Mr. Hero lists all 4 games supposedly that Team Ninja is currently working on. Now, I do want to say, like, I don't have the screenshots, which sucks, because if I don't even know if this guy's legit, right? So it's like everything I'm mentioning has to be taken with a grain of salt, because I don't know if this person, Mr. Hero, is legit. But what I read was apparently Team Ninja is working on a Ninja Gaiden. I don't know if it's a sequel or not, but something Ninja Gaiden related, or Ninja Gaiden directly. Another project, and excuse my pronunciation, is Nihon 3, Nihon, whatever. There was part 1 Nihon, part 2 Nihon, and then now there's a 3. Okay, there's a 3. And excuse my terrible pronunciation. It's been some time. Okay, but anyways, yeah, there's gonna be a part 3 coming, supposedly. And then there was 2 new IPs in for what Mr. Hero claims that Team Ninja is currently working on. One that Mr. Hero seems to mention a lot throughout his tweets beyond the whole Ninja Gaiden stuff. Just, he keeps mentioning project. Well, I'm calling it Project Ronin, but he specifically calls it Ronin. But I'm assuming that's just a placeholder name. Maybe it's gonna be called Ronin. I'm not sure, but I'm calling it Project Ronin. And apparently, Project Ronin is going to be this open world action game. And Mr. Hero seems to bring this up quite a few times throughout his Twitters. Another one which I totally forgot I can't pronounce it because I don't know if it's the right name, but it starts with an M, I know that. And that's also, I guess I could call it Project M, but the name starts with an M. And apparently this project is also another open world action game. And that's about it. Apparently Team Ninja is working on those 4 games. But as for the fate of Dead or Alive 7, it seems dead. Based off of what I read, it seems like Chloe Tecmo right now has no interest in focusing on Dead or Alive, and instead they just focus on Extreme Venus Vacation for obvious reasons. So now that Mr. Hero, fast forward 24 hours later, excuse me, with Mr. Hero protecting his account, his tweets, so now nothing can be seen. It gives Mr. Hero quite a bit of time to just scrub his Twitter if he wanted to make it public again. But if this person is legit a programmer, developer, whatever this individual claims to be at Koei Tecmo, it's very risky to put out these kind of these project names, because usually the company should be the one to out that, not the employee. But yeah, that things happen, right? Now, as I said earlier on, I cannot confidently say that any of this is legit. For me, I still question if this account is legit, right? If Mr. Hero is even really a part of Koei Tecmo. But based off what I've read and seeing these supposed project names to these games, I mean, at least one of them seems very easily predictable, like Nihon 3. That wouldn't surprise me from a mile away, because the first two did well. But another Ninja Gaiden though, and the vagueness to it, because he's not specific to whether it's a new one or a remake or whatnot. And if it is a remake, it'd be fairly disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, at least for me, because I feel that a sequel pushing the series forward will make sense, and also give Team Ninja the time to fix all the errors, or at least try to fix the errors of the story. But that's just my opinion. But who knows? Who knows? And then there's these other two new projects, right? This Ronin and this other one. So time will tell if any of this, for what I've read, is legit. But all I have is this tweet that showed that he Mr. Hero has account public, and then people seem to respond a lot specifically to this tweet, the one that I showed in the beginning of this video. And then all of a sudden, less than 24 hours later, it's protected his tweet. No one can now not see the tweets. So it gets me thinking: is Mr. Hero legit? Is he really this programmer? Is he really this person that he claims to be? But if he is a programmer to Koei Tecmo, and he's leaking out all this information, because he pretty much confirmed 4 projects for what I at least read at the time. If this account is legitimate, it's very crazy. You shouldn't, in my opinion, things like that you should keep under wraps, right? But as for Dead or Alive 7, for those wondering if I found any good news on Dead or Alive 7 while looking up and down this programmer's, well, at least while it was public, if this account is legit, profile, at least Twitter profile, whatever. The only thing, for what I can tell, is that it looks like Dead or Alive 7, for what I took away, is most likely on a huge hiatus, or potentially dead, unfortunately. But I will remain optimistic. I don't think Dead or Alive is dead, but it seems like it's on hiatus, which sucks. But yeah. So everything I mentioned, as I said before, I when it comes to Mr. Hero, anyways, in this account, it's just I take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this person is legit. I don't know if there's nothing for me to believe that this person is really a programmer for, Koei Tecmo, unless this person comes out with a video showing that, hey, look, I'm doing something or whatever, or unless the games mentioned become a reality. That's the only thing I could think of. But if Mr. Hero is legit, man, it's crazy. It's crazy that all this stuff was revealed. But yeah, at the same time, it didn't really feel like there wasn't much revealed. There was a lot of vagueness, specifically with Ninja Gaiden. So, But what is interesting outside of that stuff is that, yeah, Dead or Alive 7 was at one point alive, and then it got shelved, potentially canceled. Time will tell. But I just feel that Koei Tecmo shouldn't treat Dead or Alive like Dynasty Warriors. It doesn't work. Milking a series like Dead or Alive just does not work, in my opinion. It hurts the series, and it destroys the reputation more so. And I think Koei Tecmo needs to go to the roots of Dead or Alive and not go backwards, but push forwards in a better way and cut back on the terrible DLC practices. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below. Do y'all think this is legit? Do y'all think it's real? I mean, legit, but you know, I don't know. I guess, yeah, it's unknown. Time will tell. Feel free to share it though. Let more know that this is a thing, I guess. Sort of, not really. Like I said, I'm not even sure myself. But anyways, as always, this is Ryuka here saying thanks for watching. And feel free to check out the content here, of course. And if you like what you see here, why not hit that subscribe button? If not, well, thanks for giving my channel a shot. But seriously, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate that. And as always, until next time, everyone, sayonara.